Hi folks, welcome to or welcome back to Exposed, and if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you subbed and stayed. This video was suggested, oh damn it, I had her name 2 minutes ago. Anyway, this video was suggested. I remember Lisa talking about Will's acne and pulling faces and doing the usual because he wasn't perfect skinned. But I remember her moaning about the cost of getting him something to treat his acne. And at the time I was like, all the crap you buy, all the money you waste, and you're moaning about getting your child some acne medication. I'm not sure if that's what's in this video or not, but I do remember that. But what annoys me is people see that and say nothing. I'm the mean one. Anyway, how to help teenage acne, what works for us?
Hey everyone, it's Lisa and today is Monday and I actually have a massage appointment today at 11:30 all the way across town. John got it for me. Someone at his work was telling him he should get it for me, that they found one for a real good deal in Groupon. And so he got it for me, and it's at, let's see, it's not at like a spa type place. Let's see if I can get the, gosh, I don't even see. I could have sworn they did. They left me a voicemail. Okay, let me see. It's a therapeutic sports pathology center.
See, that's not good enough for her. He should have known if he was going to get her something like that, that he should have booked it at an uptown spa where she'd go in and get mollycoddled and get dressing gowns and slippers and be treated like the princess that she is and get a proper massage and that. It's like that time, what had she had done? Her eyes. She'd had plastic surgery on her eyes, right? And she came home. She knew she was having it done. She knew for ages she was having it done. She could have bought all the things she needed, but did she? No. Anyway, she's in bed being waited on hand and foot by her mother. And then she says, "Oh, John, I need an eye patch." So he went out and, being a man, bought them blue ones that bulge out so they're not touching your eyes. And she went, "Oh, he bought me this." You asked for an eye patch. He brought you an eye patch. She's never fucking happy. And when John had surgery, where were you? Out shopping. That's where you were. God, I'm pissed off with her already and haven't even started.
And so when I called, not only is it all the way across town, it's like probably about 45 minutes away, but they asked me, did I want a therapeutic massage or a Swedish massage? And so I picked the Swedish because I've heard that those therapeutic ones can really be something, like the deep tissue and all that stuff. I'm sure they wouldn't hurt me or anything, but so I don't have on a good outfit. I just have on like one of my tanks, and I do have on, well, I'm doing this backwards. I have on these sweatpants from Victoria's Secret. They don't have too much. What is there, like, I think maybe on this side, yeah. But I love this color, this dark green. I have really enjoyed it. It looks good with like a moto jacket and stuff like that. But we are having beautiful weather today. Let me tell you the old lady weather report. It is already sunny and 55. And it looks like it's going to be around 61 today. So just looking forward to a good day. And what made me think about making this video, it's not going to be the most exciting.
Just looking forward to a good day. Isn't it lovely when you know your days are going to be good?
But it's one that I really feel like I really want to do, because if I can help one person out there that was struggling with this like I was, it will be worth it. And that is teenage acne. And Brooke sailed right through. She had other issues in middle school, like more hormonal and stuff like that, you know, but girl things. But Will has had acne. Now, it's never been cystic or, just way out of control. It was mostly lots of little teeny bumps. The worst it ever got was when he was in 7th grade. And it just broke my heart every time. I mean, I couldn't.
Yeah, broke your heart, didn't it? I remember the videos you talking about Will and his acne. Pulling all the faces. And he didn't even have full on acne. Now, you're saying he had a few lumps and bumps.
Couldn't stand it. Every time I looked at him, it hurt me to see his face like that, and I just couldn't understand, what can I do? So we tried this, that. You guys have been here. We've tried a lot of different things. And then first thing we ever tried that even made a dent was a foam version of this. So it was a foam version of Tazarac. Let me go get it. Hold on. Okay, so this is it. Fabior Tazaratine foam. And so we used this for a long time, and I really wasn't seeing a huge difference. And when I called the dermatologist back, she said, well, it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take some time. Janelle. And so we kept up with it and kept up with it, and it just never was performing the miracle that I thought it was supposed to, or as much as, because she just looked at him immediately and said, oh, that's just congestion. I'm going to write you this. It's going to clear right up. I mean, she acted like there was just no issue at all, and that this was going to be the miracle product.
Well, you just said there wasn't an issue. There was a few lumps and bumps. She probably wondered what you were bringing him there for.
So when that didn't work, that is when I kind of did a video and talked to you guys about the Accutane and kind of asked for your help. And I got so many good suggestions, and so many of them I had already tried. Like,
I remember now as well. Was it the Accutane that she wanted to put him on, and there was some side effect to it, or there was something in it that... And Will, being a clever lad, turned around and said, no, I'm not using it. And she was fuming. I'm not sure if it was that exact stuff, because I can't remember what one end of the day from the other. But I do remember, and I remember the girls on the bakery saying, he's a clever lad because they wouldn't use it because of yada, yada, yada. And I don't know what it was now, but...
We've tried adjusting the diet. We've tried, a lot of things like that. And so we went to the dermatologist, a different one, and she wanted to do the Accutane. And I told you, Will just did not want to do it. He had
is that?
already read about it, and I wasn't crazy about it either. But I kind of, I don't know, some...
Yeah, I kind of, I kind of, yeah, it broke my heart to see him like that. You wanted to strap him down and slather his face with it so that he didn't have any little bumps and lumps that might turn into a spot, and the neighbours see your child with a spot on his face because you couldn't bear to fucking look at him. Oh, God, this woman. And somebody else would be like, oh, she said it broke her heart. She's lying. Fuck's sake. If you can't see that she's a narc, without me sticking a fucking neon sign on her head, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. She's getting all in a tizzy over him having a few lumps and bumps. Leave him with these lumps and bumps. Just tell him, make sure and wash your face. It'll go when it goes.
Some people say, well, you're the parent, but you don't want to make your child do something that they really have grounds to not want to do. I mean, he had, legitimate issues. So I asked for her if she would give me the Tazarac in a cream formula. And she said yes, that she didn't mind if I tried that. The reason I think they had given me the foam is because you could get a real good deal on it. I'm not sure. It was one of those things I had to call and they had to mail it to me, all this kind of stuff. So this I actually did have to pay for at the Walmart pharmacy, but it wasn't that much. And this is actually our second too.
Oh, I had to pay for it. she wasn't a narc, she never would have mentioned the fact that she had to pay for it. She'd have said, I wanted him to try this. The dermatologist said okay then, so we got that. Why does she have to say, oh, we paid for it? Because she fucking hated having to pay for Will's acne that wasn't fucking acne. Why she's calling it acne if all it was a few lumps and bumps? My daughter gets spots at the time of the month. It's not bloody acne. This is where I lose my rag. The way she treats her animals and her children. That's what riles me up. People say, oh, you're jealous. I'm not fucking jealous. I wouldn't want to be Lisa if you paid me to be Lisa. She can spend every fucking red cent she has, and John's as well, on whatever the fuck she wants, and let it all go to landfill. I couldn't give a flying fuck. But it's the fact that her kids and her animals always come off last. John, it's your own fault. Grow a pair. Fucking say something. Do something. But the kids and the animals don't get the chance to do that. That's what pisses me off about narcs. Oh, we had to pay for it. Ugh. Did it take tuppence off of one of your Chanel bags?
And then at that same visit, she told me the face wash to use was this, and I have told you guys about this, the Panoxyl, and I believe this is just our second one. It lasts forever. And what I do is, this is like a pretty thick white, I'll show you. It's like a milky white. And what I do is I literally, before he gets in the shower, either if he doesn't do it, I make sure he does it, or I do it myself, especially if I know he has a real bad place. But I will put it like that thick on his face, almost like a mask. And I will make him just wait a minute or two before he gets in the shower and let that kind of sink in. And then when he gets in the shower, he can wash it off. And I feel like that helps more than before. I was just putting stuff in the shower and telling him, remember to wash your face. And, you know, it's just not sitting on there long enough. And who knows if they're really getting everywhere. So,
does it say on the tube of Panoxyl to put a thick layer of it all around your son's eye when he's getting in the shower and he'll get wet and it'll drip into his eye? Do they say do that? Did you read the instructions? It's like my mum telling me to brush harder. You just know she was screaming at him. You've not scrubbed your face. Look, you didn't watch it properly. No. I'm going to get in there and do it. He couldn't even have a shower in peace.
now this is what I do. And then he gets in there and uses it. And let me get this off real quick. Okay, then when he gets out of the shower, you know, he goes on about his business and does all his stuff. And then at night, before he goes to bed, sometimes I do it, sometimes he does it. Sometimes
I do it, sometimes he does it. You do it. You do it. And you will keep doing it and moaning and complaining and getting at him until these spots disappear. And they're under the skin, folks. You heard her say a few lumps and bumps under the skin. Why didn't you just give him a Brillo pad? That would have got rid of them.
I do it just because I want to make sure that it's on every little place, and you know, and I probably use just a tad bit more than they say.
A tad bit more than they say. You probably fucking... Why are you so angry? This is what makes me angry. Abuse of children and pets. I bet bet he walks around looking like Casper the fucking ghost when she's done putting all that on his face.
Because I am really, he has some up in his hairline that he gets sometimes. It's like whack-a-mole. I mean, as soon as we get one to go away, another little one will pop up. And a lot of times, like this past weekend, I think we went, I don't know, 3 or 4 days with his whole entire face just clear. And then this morning,
look at how excited she was about that. You see the smile when she's talking about his face being clear. See, this is the thing with narcs. You have to really listen and watch. They give it all away. You just have to know where to look.
Up, and a lot of times, like this past weekend, I think we went, I don't know, 3 or 4 days with his whole entire face just clear. And then this morning, I noticed he had something over here, and a lot of that is because he's a gamer and he plays with his headphones, and we have to watch, like his ears and around his...
Wee. It's not wee, it's Will. And if he's intelligent enough to know that he doesn't want Accutane on his face, he's fucking big enough and intelligent enough to put his own sodding cream on.
His ears a lot too. So then at night before he goes to bed, we put this on. And I don't put it on as thick as that, of course, but I do a good size amount. I would say not quite as big as that cap, but a good large, I would say more than a pea, kind of like a pinto bean size. And then I just dot it on the places, kind of like I would do Retin-A. I dot it on the places that I know he gets congested. He gets congested right in here. And I kind of tap those in, and then I might spot treat the other places. And so that is what he uses at night. And then in the morning, he gets up, just kind of rinses his face off and washes it off with whatever soap, like Neutrogena or any of those over-the-counter kind of acne or clear soaps. And then this is just why I had to do this video today, because I opened a new one of these and they don't make it anymore. And I bought, the first one I bought at Ulta. It was when my friend Amanda, that works at the Lancome counter now, she was at Ulta. And it was when I was a couple years ago probably, or at least a year ago, explaining, his situation, that he was just always congested. He was just so oily. When he would get in the car and I'd pick him up from school, it was just like, I could tell it was just...
Look at her face. This is her talking about her son. Oh, it just breaks my heart. That isn't the face of a mother whose heart is broken, that her son's living with oil and bullying probably and acne or whatever he has. He's a normal boy with oily skin who's gonna look like something that the cat dragged in at the end of the day. All he has to do is come home and have a shower. I just can't with her. Watch her face when she says about him getting in the car at the end of the day.
And it was when I was a couple years ago probably, or at least a year ago, explaining, his situation, that he was just always congested. He was just so oily. When he would get in the car and I'd pick him up from school, it was just like, ugh.
Ugh. Fucking That's what I think of you. That's your child that you're supposed to be so upset about. It breaks my heart. Fuck off.
I could tell it was just terrible. And so she suggested this, and it is the Dermalogica Clearing Mattifier, Metabolic Clearing. And I guess it was part of their clearing line. And I just, at first I just thought, yeah, right. What is this going to do? And so I don't even know if I used it in the beginning. I think I just kind of might have used it a day or two, but, didn't really think much of it. And then something made me really start using this day in and day out. I think
something really made me make Will start using this day in, day out. It's not your skin problem, is it?
it was because I had noticed that he wears glasses, and I think I had noticed that it was hard for him to keep his glasses on or something like that because his nose was getting oily. So I started putting this on all over, and when I did that, it just seemed to be a game changer. I mean, when I started using this consistently every day, his face cleared up, I mean, like 50% more. And it is a mattifier balm, helps clear breakouts, reduce congestion, and provides superior shine control. After cleansing and toning to help maintain an all-day matte finish, salicylic acid helps clear up breakups by stimulating natural exfoliation and eliminating bacteria to reduce blackheads. And that was like a big deal. He had major like blackheads on his nose, and it used to freak me out, you know.
She was just about to, used to drive me mad. It freaked you out. It freaked you out that your son had blackheads. I thought it broke your heart. Which is it? Can we see, people?
So I went to get some more of this when we were running out, and they didn't sell it anymore. So I tried, I think the Cover FX has like a mattifying type thing like this, and it didn't work as well. And I would say it's better than nothing, but I ended up buying 2 more of these on Amazon, and I think they're like $45.
So she has to say the price. She had to say the price. He gets nothing else. What does that child get? He had a whole ratty table, a fucking laptop that the lid fell off. You get him tuppenny halfpenny t-shirts from Walmart. You're the one that had a problem with his spots. So if you've got the money to spend on yourself, wouldn't anybody be the first thing to... How long is it? 3:46. I may get to the end without wanting to fucking kill her.
So I wanted to tell you in case you wanted to get some of this before it's all gone, or if any of you guys know of anything that is similar, that has the mattifier, and I really think that the 1% salicylic acid is, you know, a pretty big deal. Let's see what else. Silicones gently smooth fine lines and uneven texture, while antioxidant grapeseed and vitamin E help defend against skin damage.
She'll be using it herself, won't she? Oh, Will, this is too good for you. Mean Mama's going to use it. I'll find you some other thing to slather on your face.
It says great as a skin. It might even be like a primer type thing. I can't get the thing off, but so this has
I can't open the box, John.
Really helped. And so if you're out there struggling, I would say to give this a try. Now another thing, look at, I've had all these in my empty, so I'm gonna go ahead and show them to you now and then get them out of here. But this is another thing that I do. Okay, say like on Friday night, a lot of times on Friday night he doesn't want to take a shower. He's, you know, it's Friday night, you know, we're chilled out, and a lot of times he'll wait until Saturday morning to take a shower. And so I still make him wash his face and then use something like this. And my favorite ones ever were these, the Exuviance Daily Acne Peel Pads, and they quit making them. Every time I find something, they quit making it. But it's the Exfoliating Anti-Blemish Pads by Exuviance. And so I've gotten both of these. I think I had actually gotten these for me, and I ended up just letting him use them. And
oh, so kind of you. Oh, I've got something at the bottom of my cupboard. Oh, here, use that.
And then these blemish control pads from First Aid Beauty. That is what I have used. So I wanted to ask you if you have any of these that you really like for yourself or for your children that have worked. And I need to replace those, because that's usually what I get him to do, like on Friday night, or anytime I see that he just needs to, you know, clean his face real good, I will use these.
Oh, just get him a Dremel. They're amazing. You can take the top layer of his skin off. He might even get rid of the spots all in one go. I'm surprised she fucking hasn't given him sandpaper at this rate.
So that is something I wanted to ask you too. And other than that, I mean, really things have been going well. So I think the key things, you know, when he first started getting any little breakouts was about, I would say, 4th grade. And that is when I watched Wayne Goss's video on acne, and he said, you just need benzoyl peroxide and salicylic acid. And back then that really worked. I could just use that cream and, you know, that was enough. But then as he got older, it just got more intense. And we have tried, God, we've tried everything. We've tried the SkinCeuticals, we've tried the Obagi. The Obagi was just too intense. It burnt his face. I mean, it would just burn him like crazy. So,
but you made him try it. You know what Obagi does, and yet you gave it to a child with breakouts.
So this has just been a good happy medium and has really, really worked.
This is the woman who says, oh, I can't stand if I've got jewellery in it. It pulls my hair and it hurts. But you'll pour benzoyl peroxide and salicylic acid and whatever else, Obagi, all over raw, sore skin and think nothing of it. Yeah. Poor Will. I can't wait till he goes to college. I hope he picks a college that's like 10,000 miles away from Wilmington. And he makes a great group of people. He finds his people. He gets into a career that he wants, and he never comes back.
So I wanted to share it with you, and also kind of open up the discussion. If you have anything that you really think works, you know, leave it down below, because there's a lot of us moms and people that are suffering. And, you know,
there's a lot of us mums and people who are suffering. You just got to listen, folks. Just listen.
Would enjoy knowing what works for you. So I hope you got something out of this. I guess the main thing I wanted to say is I think this is a really good component. I think this, which is prescription, is a really good component. And the clearing mattifier is just a game changer. That really, really helps, and that keeps them from looking so oily all through the day. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you real soon.
No,
bye-bye.
I didn't enjoy it at all. Not one little bit did I enjoy it. Watch you looking down your nose at your child because he had a few spots. No. And you've got people's text things. You text people behind the scenes. You talk to people behind the scenes. You've got all your friends on the fucking makeup counters all over the place. You didn't need to make a video telling the world that you don't like your son's skin. I swear to God, this woman. Right. I'm going to go and do something fun now. Now she's pissed me off. And I will catch you in the next one.